Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and in today's video, I'll be doing a solo playthrough of Terraforming Mars. In this video, I'm going to use the MarsBot Automa, and I'm going to pair it with the Colonies expansion. Let's get rolling. Alright, so I am all set up to play a solo game of Terraforming Mars against the MarsBot Automa. And in this video, I am including the Colonies expansion, which I have not done before on this channel. I'm also including the Prelude expansion with the Prelude 2 cards, and the map I am playing on is Terra Cimmeria, if I'm pronouncing that right, which I almost certainly am not. But I am choosing not to play with a corporation today for the MarsBot because I think that would just make my head explode. So I'm going to talk a little bit about setup here at the beginning, and then I will try and do as much like explain as needed as we go here. So when playing with colonies, first of all, on this board, there's a little spot here that shows a colony ship. It's on the 7 space of the power track. So I've put a little white cube there as a reminder. If and when the MarsBot gets that track up to that space, they gain a second trade fleet immediately. And of course, we've got this sideboard here for that's only used during colonies, which is why it says colonies on it real big. As for the bonus deck, so I've got the normal like starting bonus cards here, but you remove expedited construction and replace it with this expedited construction, which has the colony symbol on it. This is card B17. There's a couple of misprints here in the rulebook as far as these card numbers, but just read what it says, look for the colony tag. So we're going to put expedited construction from colonies in this deck. Then you also add outer system foothold. This is B18, B18. And I can put this one away. And then we've got 2 more bonus cards here. Shipping lines, which is B19, and extended shipping lines, which is B20. You use neither of them on the first generation, but from the second generation on, you always shuffle shipping lines into the current deck for that generation for MarsBot, like every round. And then if and when this second trade fleet is unlocked, from then on, you shuffle in the extended shipping lines too. So I'm just going to set these to the side for the moment. We don't need them right now. And as far as the colonies goes, we are playing like treat it like a 2-player game of colonies, not a solo game. So you don't start at -2 mega credits, you start at 0. And you play with 5 colony tiles. Now, I don't know what these 4 are. I've shuffled them up, but I've elected to include Europa because this one acts like a little bit differently. So I kind of wanted to show it in the video. Now I'm going to shuffle these up, even though we know Europa's in there. And I'm going to reveal them from top to bottom in a line. There are some actions in the game where it may say to do something on a random colony, and I will just start at the top and work my way down. So I'll just randomize the order. So our 5 colonies in this game will be, we've got Europa is first. Titan, okay, and we are using floaters in this game, even though we don't have Venus next. There are floaters and colonies. Triton, so some titanium. Ooh, Luna, so mega credits. And Pluto, so card draw. Okay, Pluto's a little bit different too, so I'm kind of glad that one's in there. But sort of the quick high level on this board over here is that when MarsBot trades with these colonies, instead of gaining like the colony bonus, they gain 2 of the matching like 2 resources in the matching little pool that matches whatever place they're trading with. And whenever they get to 5 in one of these places, they spend it to advance the corresponding track, with the exception of Titan, which we do have here. If they ever get to 5 floaters, they spend 5 floaters to gain a new project card for that generation. And as part of setup, we put the little track marker on the second space. And unlike a normal game, normally for Titan and Miranda and Enceladus, those are floater resources or animals or microbes. Normally you don't place this cube on one of the tracks until some card has been played that can use those resources. But you don't do that with Automa. This actually, they all start on the second space, on the second space of their colony track. What else here? I am the blue player. MarsBot will be the red player. Let me shuffle up these bonus cards. I am playing with the Prelude 2 Extended Start variant, which means I'm going to have 3 corporations to choose from and 6 Prelude cards to choose from. But I still only select 1 corporation and 2 Prelude cards. I just get greater options. And that's just because I've got so many of those cards now that I want to... I just want to be able to see a variety of them. Although I have already pre-selected from a group of several corporations here. Let me shuffle them up a little. And then draw off the top. All right, so there's 3 left now. I tried to pick ones that either came from Prelude 2 or from Colonies so that they kind of interact with the things that we're trying to show off today. And I am going to use all these milestones and awards that are part of this board. We're not playing with Venus next, so for this one we'll only evaluate the Earth and Jovian tags or Earth and Jovian tracks. I think that should be fine. So let's take a look first at the 3 corporations that I drew. So I've got Spire, Eridor, and Poseidon. All right, so now we'll draw, here, I'll shuffle these up. They're already shuffled, but I'll just demonstrate that they're shuffled here. Do a little mass shuffle real quick. Okay, draw 6 off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't think I'll need the rest of these. Let's see what these look like. We've got Martian Industries, Head Start, Metal Rich Asteroid, Double Down, Corporate Archives, and New Partner. So I think there's a mix here of certainly some bonus promo cards. I think there's a mix of Prelude 1 and Prelude 2 cards in here. And then I also need to start with 10 project cards. Oh, can't reach. Let's go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was nice to shuffle all my Colonies cards back into the deck as usual because I've been excluding them from recent playthroughs. So this is what's going to be available to purchase. Insects, Fuel Factory, Ironworks, Space Station, Potatoes, Pets, Mining Expedition, Strip Mine, Bushes, and Mohole Lake. So let me figure out what combo of these I would like. Okay, and I'm not like super gung-ho on any of these strategies, but I think I'm going to play with Poseidon because that leans into the colonies a little bit more. So anytime a colony is placed, I'll raise my mega credit production 1 step, and I'm pretty confident that MarsBot's going to be placing a bunch of colonies. So I will do that, and these go away. I really like this combo early on of Mohole Lake and Pets. Normally I don't really care about pets, but combined, these are pretty cool. So Pets would, every time a city is placed by anyone, then I add an animal here, and animals may never be removed from this card. So that's victory points for the end of the game. I know MarsBot's going to be building cities, so that'll just be free VP for me. And then Mohole Lake, once per generation, I can add an animal to another card. So these will go together really nice. Bushes is neat, but that's like pretty far off. I don't want to do things that are going to lose me energy production. I want to gain energy production so that I can actually trade. I didn't think about Mining Expedition, really. I guess that one's kind of a maybe. Potatoes is kind of a maybe. This will give me some plants, then I can spend them real quick to get mega credit production, which would be good to have all game. Space stations would be nice, but I'm just not seeing a space game here, unfortunately. So I definitely don't want these. I'm considering Mining Expedition and Potatoes. Maybe I'll do a little math in a moment. And what else? I'm kind of eyeing New Partner and Corporate Archives because that's going to give me some mega credits and a few cards and a good, choice of cards. This will give me mega credit production and another Prelude, and that's super nice. The only other one I'm really a little interested in, I guess, is Martian Industries, just to get the 1 energy production, but I need really more than 1. Although, thinking about it, it would be maybe nice to get new partner with double down, so to get new partner twice and get 2 more prelude cards. That's pretty darn strong. So maybe I'll do that. So if I'm not getting corporate archives, I'm not going to get those 13 mega credits. I'll get 2 mega credit production, which is good for fundraiser. That pairs well with this mega credit production. So I'm kind of playing a money game a little bit, it looks like. So yeah, maybe I will grab. Is that worth it? 12, 13, 14, 15 mega credits all in to raise oxygen once, gain 2 steel, and take 2 plants away from MarsBot. Maybe not. I don't know that one's going to be quite worth it. Now, something interesting. In the rulebook, it says that the resources here can actually represent their resource type. So if I take 2 plants away from MarsBot, I can take them out of that Ganymede space there, for example. But it was clarified on Board Game Geek by Nick Shaw, one of the designers of Automa, that you can mix and match between what's there, and then normally the mega credits for MarsBot are a stand-in for resources. And so you can choose to either take mega credits or take from that board or mix and match because he said that opened up the decision space in an interesting way. So that is legal. So to start off with, let's remove this. Playing as Poseidon, I gain 45 mega credits. And as my first action, I'll play a colony, so I don't do that yet. I need to pay for these 3 cards, so that's going to be 6 mega credits. No, 9 mega credits. Right, 3 per card. It's obviously been a minute since I've played this, right? And now let's do my prelude cards. So I do new partner, increase mega credit production 1 step, and then that says immediately draw 2 prelude cards, play 1 of them and discard the other. That's even better than I thought. So 2 off of this prelude deck. We've got power generation and space lanes. Okay, and those are both good. The 3 energy production would get me immediately in the trading game, which would be very helpful. I'll probably do that. But space lanes, the effect is when playing a planet tag, you pay 2 mega credits less, which would really help this planetologist milestone. But I think I've got to go with power generation. So I play that immediately. This one's discarded. So my energy generation is at 3 power. Okay. And then I play double down on new partner. So copy your other prelude's direct effect. So increase mega credit production 1 step and draw 2 more preludes and pick one and play it immediately. So we've got Nobel Prize and Metals Company. And I'm going with Metals Company. So increase money production 1 step, steel production 1 step, and titanium production 1 step. I like that. That's good stuff. So now I should be done with all these prelude cards. I can put them away. All right, so now let's prepare for MarsBot's first generation. So we've already shuffled this deck, I believe. Let's give it a little more shuffle. And we'll set this. I remember messing this up last time. I got real confused. Let's put this here. We're going to draw 1 of those. And then normally 3 project cards. But because I'm playing with preludes, 6 project cards for the first generation. There we go. Shuffle these all up. And the shipping lines bonus card is not in here for the first generation, but it will be after the first generation. All right, so this will be a big generation for MarsBot, no doubt about it. Set that there. And I think we're ready to start the game. So I am first player, as usual, against the MarsBot. So as my first action, I place a colony. So I think I'm going to lean into the money production for this fundraiser here. I'm going to place my colony on Luna. So my placement bonus is 2 mega credit production. And then when any colony is placed, including this, raise your mega credit production 1 step. So that's at 6. That's pretty good. I'm halfway to that milestone already. And I've got 1 more action to take. What have I got? 6 mega credits. So it's enough to play Mohole Lake and Potatoes. Not enough to play Mohole Lake and Pets, which is unfortunate. But I will start with Mohole Lake. I think that's a fun start. So 31 mega credits for that one. And I gain 3 plants right away. And I can raise the temperature 1 step, which raises my terraform rating. And what else? I get to place an ocean. And I think at this early stage in the game, I would like to have that titanium. It's either titanium or plants, obviously, I guess. And I don't know what I would use the titanium for necessarily, but I think I want it. So I'll do that. So that raises the TR again. And what am I doing? I placed an ocean. I get to titanium. Okay. And I'll put that over there. And that was 2 actions for me. So now it's time for MarsBot. We'll flip over this first card. We've got 2 tags here. First is the power tag. So we advance that track, which advances a second time. That's what that arrow means. And then we've got the building tag. So MarsBot is going to place an ocean. And so MarsBot wants to place that adjacent to as many oceans as possible. So that's going to be the only space. It goes there. TR goes up, and then MarsBot gains 2 mega credits, where we'll just start making a pile here, I think. Okay, and that was all the actions from that card. Now it's back to me, and I'm going to play potatoes for 2 mega credits. Get 3 back. And that is going to cost me 2 plants and gain 2 mega credit production. So I'm at 8 mega credit production. I think that's going to serve me well this game. And that's it for that card. And so I've got 3 mega credits left, a plant, 6 mega credits worth of titanium. I can't do anything with any of that, I don't think. The only action available is to sell this project card, and I'm not doing that. So I think I'm going to kick it back to MarsBot. So that was 1 action, so I'm still in it. But I'm like certain to pass next time, but we'll see what happens here. All right, so we've got Rim Freighters. That's a nice card. I wish I would have gotten it. 1 space tag. So MarsBot advances that track 1 space. And there's nothing there. Or I'm sorry, the first space was an arrow, and then the second space is blank. Okay, so then it's back to me again, and I really can't do anything. So I'm going to hard pass for the whole generation. And MarsBot's going to do a ton of stuff now. So let's get through the rest of these cards. We've got 1 space on the building track, so level 3, and then it's blank. We've got, no tags. Okay, so that just counts as a failed action. MarsBot gets 5 mega credits, and we keep going. Lunar Mining is the Earth tag. So now MarsBot wants to place a city. And remember, there is a little rules card for each map. So I'm following the one for this particular map. So placement position is adjacent to as much existing greenery as possible. There's none of that. So let me start going through tiebreakers. Adjacent to most ocean tiles. And so that's going to be this space right here, adjacent to 2 ocean tiles. So there's no bonus on that space. 4 mega credits for the ocean adjacencies. So we'll just take 1, make it a 5, and we've got 2 market. And that was part of the reason I didn't place an ocean down here, was in case MarsBot started building around oceans, because I would rather have like these bonuses here. Not so much that corner up there, even though that one is kind of nice. And it's too bad I didn't have pets in play, because that city would have gotten me an animal on this card. But that's okay. That's sure to happen a number of times. So that was it for this card. Draw the next one. It's our bonus card for the round, Overachievement. MarsBot claims a milestone if able and then destroys this card. I don't think that's going to be possible. Yeah, it does not achieve any of those milestones yet. So if it's the 6th generation or later, it's not. So we go to the next one. MarsBot gains 5 mega credits. Okay, fine. And then we go to the next card. And we have Industrial Center, which is a building tag. So we advance that. And there's a plant tag there. So we advance a power tag there. So we advance the power track, and that as a symbol for 3 Terraform rating for MarsBot. So now MarsBot passes. So that was a lot of actions. It was kind of a big turn, but then again, I got 4 Prelude cards, so I think that's fair. So these cards are going to get discarded. We'll just make a giant discard stack up there, I guess. This has been used, but is not destroyed. I'll go ahead and do production. I get 22 is my Terraform rating. Where is that? Way there. Okay, it's really hard to point from here. 22 mega credits plus 8 is going to be 30 is my income. I like that. I get 1 steel, 1 titanium, no plants, energy turns into heat, and then I gain 3 energy and 0 heat. So now we will pass the first player marker to MarsBot, and we will advance the generation marker to generation 2. We'll push all of these tracks up 1, all these colony tracks. Nice. And now we'll draw some cards. So we're going to go me, MarsBot, me, MarsBot, me, MarsBot, me. I get 4. MarsBot gets 3. And MarsBot gets 1 bonus card, plus we now add in the shipping lines card. So this goes in too, and we'll shuffle these up. And I guess while I'm shuffling, I could be looking at my cards to see what I want to keep. So we've got Toll Station, Robot Pollinators, Advertising, and Water Import from Europa. So let's think about that. So I don't think I'll be getting Robot Pollinators. Whoopsie. I don't think I'm going to go for Toll Station either. Water Import from Europa is interesting. And if I do it, like advertising might make sense. They pair well together. They encourage me to play pricey cards, which I don't know if that's good or not. But Water Import from Europa, 12. I mean, together they would also both help with Planetologist. That would get me a Jovian tag and an Earth tag. So I'd be like halfway there. That would cost me, it's really about the cost. That would cost me 6. So I've got 33 now, minus 6 would be 27. I still want to play this, which would get me down to 17. So but I've got these. 17, 26. I could play this, but I couldn't play this first. And that's kind of like the whole point, isn't it? So I could play just these 2, put that off a generation. That's probably okay. And then start hitting oceans. Yeah, I think we'll do that. That's good and shuffled. I don't want these. Keep in these 2 for 6. So I get, 4 back? Let's take 5 and 1. There we go. And now these are in my hand. And MarsBot goes first. So let's see what we got. We've got Series Tech Market. So first is a science tag. So we advance and there's an arrow. We advance again. And then a space tag. So we advance and that is a temperature bump. So that goes up once. MarsBot gets 1 TR. Okay. Oh, and I just had a pretty good idea. I'm going to start by spending my 3 energy to move my trade fleet to Triton. And that gets me 1 titanium. Now I can play all my cards. So I lower this to the beginning of the track. And now I can do a second action. And I think it's going to be to play pets for 10. I want to get that one into play. There's always a chance that MarsBot will build a city now, like if they move up their science track once. So this, what's it say? Add an animal to this card. 1 victory point per 2 animals here. And animals may not be removed from this card, which is really nice. Okay. That's nice to have. So now it's back to MarsBot. We'll draw a card. And it's satellite, so we've got a space tag. Advance that track. It is blank. Back to me. And so I will play advertising for 4. 5, get 1 back. And now, when you play a card with a basic cost of 20 mega credits or more, increase your mega credit production 1 step. So this one is passive, so I'll try and mostly cover it up there. I guess this one's mostly passive too. Here, just so I don't forget what they are. Okay, that was one thing I played. And now for my second action, I will play water import from Europa. So that cost me 25. Here's 10, 13, plus another 12 because there's a space tag. So 12 and 13, that is 25. Here we go. So that's paid for. And the basic cost was 20 or more. So my mega credit production goes up one step. So this goes into play. And now I can pay 12 mega credits to place an ocean once per generation. And I may use titanium as well to pay for that action. So I'll put that here for no particular reason. And now it's MarsBot's turn. Ooh, imported hydrogen, 3 tags. So Earth tag first, we move up that tag and gain a floater. So that's going to go there. Then we've got a space tag, so we go up on that track. MarsBot places an ocean. So the tiebreakers here, they want to be adjacent to the most oceans, but that's not possible right now. Then adjacent to any special tile, including the neural instance. That is also not possible. So on a space with the most bonus icons, and so there's 4 options there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not in that order, so I'm going to draw a card, and we'll just count 1, 2, 3, 4, because we go in reading order, top left to bottom right. 0, come on. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where the ocean's going to go. And they gain 2 mega credits as normal. So these are not plants going to the plant area on the colonies board. It's just like as if you weren't playing with colonies. There's 2 resources there, so they gain 2 resources. And now they placed an ocean, so the TR goes up. Okay, and now there's a 3rd tag, so we advance that track. There's an arrow, so we go up again, and that space is blank. How many turns was that? 3? No, oh yeah, because they've got an extra card in there. Yuck. Okay, so now it's my turn, and I'm going to take this action to place an animal on another card. So we'll go right there. Oh, and I can get rid of these. Okay, now it's back to MarsBot. And we've got Outer System Foothold. So MarsBot builds a colony on a randomly selected colony tile where it doesn't have one and gains 2 of the corresponding resources to its shipping board. Discard the top card of the bonus deck. All right, so we said to randomize it, we'll just kind of work our way down. I know it's like not totally random, but that's what I'm doing for ease. So it's going to build a colony on Europa. And so we're going to slide this down. Or no, we don't slide it down because it's not trading. But Europa works differently than all the others, which is why I included it. So if MarsBot had placed a colony on any of these other spaces, like we'll say Titan, then it would have gained 2 floaters. If it traded with Triton, it would have gained 2 titanium. But trading with Europa, it places an ocean following normal rules. So it wants to be adjacent to the most oceans. So it's going to be one of these spaces. This one has the most bonus icons. So it's going to place an ocean here. Get one resource for the icon and 2 for the ocean adjacencies. So we'll just take 2 and 5 and give it another 10. There we go. And TR goes up as well. All right. And then discard the top card of the bonus deck, which is this one, which is another bonus card, that's shipping line. So we're not going to see shipping lines this time. That's discarded. All right, and that was MarsBot's turn. But MarsBot placed a colony, so when any colony is placed, I get 1 mega credit production. So I am up to 10, very close to fundraiser here. And it's my turn again, but I don't have anything else I can do, so I'm going to pass. That'll be the end of the action phase. So now we go into production. My TR is still at 22 plus 10, so I'm going to get 32 mega credits. And let's see, 1 steel, 1 titanium, no plants. Energy would turn into heat, and then I gain 3 energy and 0 heat. And the trade ships go back to the trade board. We advance all these colony tracks by 1. And now we pass the first player token back to me and advance the generation marker to generation 3. So shipping lines we will keep. Outer System Foothold is now discarded. These other cards are discarded, okay. And MarsBot is going to get 1 other bonus card. Shipping lines will go back in, so we've got these 2. MarsBot, MarsBot, me. MarsBot, me. All right, so let's shuffle these up. Got Electro Catapult, Outdoor Sports, Biomass Combustors, and Peroxide Power. So 2 of these can increase my energy production, which would be nice to have a little bit extra. This one would make my money production go down. This one, though, would make MarsBot's plant production go down. That would be good, even though there's negative victory points. Oh, we need 6 oxygen for that. Electro Catapult, you can turn... Oh, you can. Oh, that's interesting. I can turn steel into 7 mega credits. But my energy production would go down, and that would be bad. Outdoor sports requires that you have a city adjacent to an ocean. Oh no, it requires any city adjacent to an ocean, so that's doable now. That would give me 2 more money production, which would get me enough for fundraiser. That's some interesting stuff. All right, these are pretty well shuffled. What do I want to do? You know what, I think I will get all 3 of these. I think I've got enough generations left just with this one steel production here to turn 1 steel into 7 mega credits. Like that's like gaining an extra 5 mega credits every generation that I use it. So this will pay for itself in 4 generations. And there's certainly 4 generations left. But by reducing my energy production, I'll need to increase it. By reducing my money production, I'll want to increase it. So I'm going to get these 3. This one I'm going to discard. So that cost me 9. These are in my hand. And I am first. Oh, and before we start, I did not take that marker off at the end of last generation. So I might play these like in this order. So I will play Outdoor Sports. So I pay 8 mega credits. There's 10. I get 2 back. And now my mega credit production goes up to 12. And that's all this card does. It's worth 1 point at the end of the game. And I think for my next action, I'm going to spend my 3 energy to trade. And I'm going to send my trade fleet to Pluto. No, just kidding. I'm going to send it to Luna and get 7 mega credits plus 2 for my colony bonus. So 9 mega credits. Take a 10, get rid of 1. This track goes down. I think that was a good call because I should be able to play both of these cards now. So now it is MarsBot's turn, and we've got shipping lines. So select the colony tile with its most advanced track. So that's going to be a tie right now between Europa, Titan, and Pluto. If tied, select one with a MarsBot colony. That'll be Europa. Then MarsBot loses 1 mega credit and then trades with this colony, gaining 2 of the corresponding resources to its shipping board, which works obviously a little bit different with Europa. And so when MarsBot trades with Europa, it needs to pay 1 mega credit to trade, and then it advances its terraform rating 1 step. That's its bonus. And then as its colony bonus for having a colony, it gains 1 mega credit. So it's kind of like it traded for free. And then we decrease the track to the bottom. And now it's back to me. And I could claim this fundraiser milestone now. But MarsBot's not really in any position to get it. So I need to have 12 mega credit production, which I do. For MarsBot, it needs to be at the 10th space of the event track. So it's got a ways to go there. So I only say that because if I play this card, I'll go down to 11 mega credit production, and I'll need to get it back up again before I can get fundraiser. But I think that's okay. I don't think I'm really in any danger there. Although I do question now the wisdom a little bit of buying this card. I guess because it was going to offset that one. So okay, I'll play Peroxide Power for 7. No, that would be 12. For 7, I get 3 back. And decrease my mega credit production track once, increase my power production track twice. All right. And now I think I can play Electro Catapult. So that's for 17, and I will use 1 of these steel. So now I only need 15. 10, 12, 14, 15, okay? And now it says oxygen must be 8% or less, so we're okay there. Decrease your energy production 1 step. So it's at 4. Now I can spend 1 plant or 1, come on, steel for 7 mega credits. So I'll put that there, I suppose. And that was 2 actions. We go back to MarsBot. And they've got a power tag, so that advances. It's a blank space. And then a building tag, that advances, also a blank space. And back to me. And I don't have a heck of a lot I can do, but for now, let's just take this action to place an animal on another card. Here on pets, that's a good place for it. And let's let MarsBot go again. And we have invasive species. You must lose 1 animal or 1 microbe, highest scoring if you have multiple. Luckily, animals cannot be removed from that card. If you are playing with Venus Next or Colonies, MarsBot gains 2 mega credits and 1 floater. Otherwise, it gains 5 mega credits. So we are playing with Colonies, so it's going to gain 2 mega credits and 1 floater. All right, that was MarsBot's turn. Back to me. And I'm going to use that Electro Catapult to spend 1 steel and gain 7 mega credits. There's 2. And 5 is 7, so I've got 9 mega credits now. And now I'll let MarsBot go. Cupola City. So we've got a city tag. Where is that? Here. So MarsBot builds a city now. And again, MarsBot would like to be adjacent to the most oceans. And that's a tiebreaker. It'd like to be adjacent to the most greenery, but there's none. So it's going to go here and get 4 mega credits. And what have we got here? 3. So we take 1 back. Here's a 5. For being adjacent to those oceans. Let's mark it. Let's see if I can get one of these. Yep. And because a city was built and I have pets, I get another animal. And now there's a building tag, so this goes up. That makes the temperature go up, TR. And that was the bonus space, so MarsBot gets 2 mega credits for that. Okay, and that was the second thing I did, right? That was the building tag, yes. Okay, so now it's back to me again. And I think I'm going to spend, I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with titanium. I can use titanium here to spend 12 mega credits to place an ocean. So let's do that. And let's place it here. So I gain 2 plants for that. You know what, we'll, there, does it matter? Doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah, we'll place it there. So my TR goes up. That was a nice action. And let's let MarsBot go. They've got 1 card left. Ooh, urbanized area. So another city tag and building tag. So city, that one's blank. Building is, oh no, that was space. Building is, ooh, a milestone. So we'll run through these real quick. Some of Jovian and Earth and Venus track spaces must be combined 5 or more. We're not playing with Venus, so just this one. They're at 2, so they're not high enough for that one. For Architect, reach space 6 on the Science/City track, and they are not at space 6 yet. That is space 4. Coast Guard is, as usual, 3 tiles adjacent to ocean. They've only got 2. For Forester, they must reach space 10 on the plant animal microbe track, and they are at space 0, so we're okay there. And then, as I mentioned before, for Fundraiser, they need to reach space 10 on the event track, and they are not there. They're at space 2. So that is a failed action. We'll give them 5 mega credits. They're up to 34. Okay, and now it's back to me, but I don't think there's anything I have left to do. No, so I pass as well. So that's going to be it. Let's do production. I get 11 plus 23 is 34. I need to start pushing my TR. Feel like MarsBot's getting away. There's a steel, a titanium, no plants, energy would turn into heat, and then I gain 4 energy. 0 heat, so that's production. I can remove these markers from my cards. And the trade fleets go home, and I advance all the colony tracks, 1 space. So I'm looking at probably Pluto this time. And I would like to get to Triton before too long, too. I'd like to put a colony on Triton, I think. I don't know why. I just love titanium, I guess. And then let's separate out these cards. So these are discarded. Invasive species goes in the bonus discard. Shipping lines will be used again with another bonus card. And let's pass the first player marker to MarsBot Advanced Generation 4 and draw some project cards. And for me, I've got Microgravity Nutrition, Penguins, Energy Saving, and Topsoil Contract. So I'll shuffle these up while I think about these. So Microgravity Nutrition is going to be a little expensive for me. I'm going to spend 11 plus 3 just to gain 1 mega credit production because I've only got 1 colony in play. Penguins is kind of neat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oceans in play. We need to get 3 more of them out, but oceans are definitely going down faster than temperatures going up and much faster than oxygen's going up. So I might have the opportunity to place, 1 animal here per generation for a while. Plus, I could use Mohole Lake to add animals here too, and they're worth twice as much as these animals. So that could be nice. Energy saving's not going to do much for me. There's 2 cities in play, so I'd gain 2 energy production for 15 mega credits. That's not worth it, considering I can already trade. Topsoil contract, the only thing I really like about it, it'd be nice to get 3 plants. I'm not doing anything with microbes, so this one would help, but it's got an earth tag, so another earth tag would get me 1 step closer to this planetologist milestone, but I don't know if that's a good enough reward. So I think I'm going to go with just penguins. I'm playing an animal game. One of the cards that was, or one of the corporations that was included in this game, but I did not, it was not in the, when I shuffled them and I drew 3, it wasn't one of the ones that I had, but it was Arclight. Now I kind of wish I had it because I'm kind of playing an animal game. This is going to cost me 3, and that's going to incentivize me to get more oceans down quickly. But MarsBot goes first. Let's see what they're doing. They've got Comet Aiming. That's a space tag. So this track goes up, and they're going to build a city. So they want to be adjacent to greenery, which is not possible. So barring that, adjacent to most oceans, that's going to be one of these spots or this spot. And so they'll take this one because out of all those, that has the most bonus icons, which is why I put the ocean there and not there. I didn't want them to go here. So good on me. So they get 2 mega credits for the ocean adjacency plus 2 resources for being next to steel. So I've got 4. That's going to be another 4. So just take 1, make a 5, and mark the city. And they do now qualify for Coast Guard. So I got to watch out for that. But because the city was built, Pets gets another pet. So I'll make that a 5. And now it's my turn. And I've got 31 mega credits and 1 card that I can't actually play right now. And I'll certainly turn the steel into 7 more mega credits. So what should I be doing with all that money? I feel like I should build a colony that'll get me back up to 12 mega credit production. It'll give me some sort of bonus, and then it'll give me a place to trade. So of the options available, I'm not real interested in Titan. I'm not doing anything with floaters. Pluto's always good with the cards. Triton's nice because I'm incentivized right now to get Jovian tags, which are almost always space tags and fairly expensive, so having some titanium could be good. And even if I don't use it for that, I can use it for that card's action to build more oceans, which of course I'm trying to do. And then I could put my colony on Europa, and then that would give me an ocean as well, and that would make it easier for the track to hit these higher tiers where I'm getting plant production if I trade there rather than energy production. So some decent options. So here's what I'll do. You know what? I'll trade first, and I'll trade with Pluto, because then I'll get some cards, and that might inform what I should do with placing a colony. So let's spend 3 energy, move my trade fleet to Pluto, gain 3 cards. And what do I get? Import of advanced GHG, greenhouse gases. That'll increase my heat production, which could be helpful. Great Escarpment Consortium requires that you have steel production. Decrease any steel production 1 step and increase your own 1 step. I really only need mine to be at 1 for this, but it'd be nice to hurt MarsBot without any negative victory points. I can decrease their track. And then Virus, remove up to 2 animals or 5 plants from any player. So I can use that to take 5 resources from MarsBot. Again, no negative VP. So those are some nasty cards that I drew. They're all available now, huh? But you know what? I'm actually going to do something totally different. I'm going to fund an award because those get more expensive each time you do it, and MarsBot is starting to get to a space where they're going to fund some awards, and they're going to do ones that are better for themselves, obviously. So I'm going to fund an award for 8. Get 2 back. And nope, not there. I am funding Zoologist because my animal game is going pretty well. And I think I'll beat MarsBot on that one. So that was 2 actions. Let's let MarsBot go. Lobbyists. This is the big complicated one. If the temperature global parameter is 1 to 2 steps away from a bonus step or completion, MarsBot raises it. Nope. If the oxygen is 1 to 2 steps away from a bonus step or completion, nope. If there's a space reserved for oceans adjacent to 2 ocean tiles, MarsBot places an ocean. No, that's not the case. So then MarsBot raises oxygen 1 step, places an ocean, or raises temperature 1 step, whichever is furthest from being complete. And I never know if this is measured by number of steps or by percentage, because oxygen is 0% complete, but there are more steps to the temperature. So I think it's number of steps. So I'm going to raise temperature 1 step. And that's it for that card. So now it's back to me. And you know what? Maybe I'm not going to build a colony. Let's go a little off script. I'm going to turn this steel into 7 mega credits. And then for my second action, I think I'm going to build a city, actually. I need to get some kind of ground game going. So there's a standard action. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 25 mega credits to build a city. And increase my mega credit production 1 step. So that's back up to 12. And I'm going to go here. I think that's a prime spot. So that's going to get me 2 plants. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just exchange those. I need to mark that city. And that gets me 1 more animal on pets. Okay, I didn't want that spot to get taken. I didn't want to lose it, but I really like surrounding it. I think it can help me, once there's some oceans here, it can help me with this Coast Guard milestone, which MarsBot has already achieved. I just would like to get it first if possible. So now we'll grab the next MarsBot card. We've got shipping lines. Select the colony with the most advanced track. That's going to be either Titan or Pluto, but they can't go to Pluto because only 1 trade fleet per tile. So Titan. MarsBot loses 1 mega credit. And then it trades with this colony. So it goes to Titan. And it gets 3 floaters, which is going to get it up to 5. And if at any time on MarsBot's turn it has 5 of anything here, it removes them and gains the bonus, which for Titan, which is a little bit different than all the rest, it gains another project card. So we're just going to take this and add it, I guess, to the bottom. I don't know if it specifies. I'll check real quick, but bottom makes sense to me. Yeah, it doesn't specify, so I'll leave it on the bottom. Okay, back to me now. So I definitely do not have enough to do another to place another colony, and I don't have enough to place an ocean using this, but I can place another animal on pets. There's nothing wrong with that. And I guess I can play virus. There's no advantage to holding on to it, although I will wait till next turn, so maybe I can extend this generation a little longer. So let's let MarsBot take a turn. We've got shuttles. That is the space track. That's the Venus Next icon. We're playing without Venus Next, so it's not a failed action. We just treat that as a blank space and ignore the effect. So back to me. Now I'll play virus. So it's going to cost 1 mega credit. So I get 4 back and change. And now I can remove up to 2 animals or 5 plants from any player. And that's remove, not steal, so I don't get them, but I'll go with 5 because it's all the same here. There we go. Take 5 away, and this is just played and done. And I'll let MarsBot go. 1 Jovian tag, so we're going to move that track up, and it is a blank space. Back to me. But I think I've really got nothing else I can do now. So I pass. Let's let MarsBot finish up. Here's that last bonus card they got. It's the building track. Oh, and they're going to place a greenery. Okay, so they would like to be adjacent to the most of its own cities, but the fewest of mine. And then if that's a tie, then adjacent to the most ocean tiles, which is going to be a max of 1 no matter where it places it right now. And then adjacent to the most special tiles, which is because of this founder award, but there are no special tiles out right now. So then on a space with the most bonus icons. And so we've got one icon, I guess two, one, and two. And the rulebook states that this space is considered higher. It's like 2.5, basically higher than all other 2 bonus icon spaces, but lower than any 3 icon bonus spaces. So that's where MarsBot is going to select. So I'll just read this straight out of the book real quick. It says, if MarsBot places on here, it doesn't gain 2 resources, but places a colony and loses 5 mega credits. But there's a weird parenthetical that I skipped over, so now let me read it again. If MarsBot places on here, it does not gain 2 resources, but places a colony using the method described under expedited construction and the colonies expansion, including gaining 2 matching resources, and then loses 5 mega credits. So that's very confusing. And within one sentence, it says it doesn't gain 2 resources, and then it follows the instructions, including gaining 2 resources. So I find that very confusing. I'm just going to follow the iconography and normal colony placement rules, okay? So right, wrong, or indifferent, that seems to make the most sense given the information I have. So greenery is going here. First of all, oxygen goes up, TR goes up. So I'm going to have MarsBot spend 5 mega credits. I think, well, I don't know. No, I think that's too steep a cost for MarsBot. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to spend 5 mega credits, but I will have MarsBot place a colony and just not gain the colony placement bonus. I think that's what the rules are getting at. And so we're going to place randomly on a tile where MarsBot does not have a colony yet, and we're just working our way down. We randomize the order, so they're going to go to Titan, but not gain the bonus. So to the best of my ability and understanding, that's the way that I'm resolving that. And that's it for MarsBot's turn. I've already passed, so now we need to go into the production phase. I get 12 mega credits plus 23. That's going to be 35. 1, 2, 3, and 5. And then I get a steel, a titanium, and no plants. Energy turns into heat. Then I gain 4 energy and 0 heat. The trade fleets all go home. The colony tracks each advance 1 space. Oh, and I never decreased Pluto like I should have. That goes up to 1. Okay. Oh, and because MarsBot just placed a colony, don't forget my mega credit production goes up 1. I get 1 more credit. Okay. And I take the markers back off of these cards, and we will pass the first player token to me, advance a generation marker to 5. Oops, and let's discard these. Shipping line stays. Lobbyist goes into the bonus discard pile. We haven't destroyed any bonus cards yet. So we get 1 new bonus card along with shipping lines. And let's look at some new project cards. Nope, only 3 for MarsBot. And what are we looking at here? Just put these off to the side for a second. We've got underground detonations, farming. See this? Scoot it up a little. Methane from Titan, and what is it? L1 trade terminal. Okay, that's one of the newer ones. And so there's some really interesting stuff going on here. I don't want underground detonations or farming. Farming's too far away. Underground detonations, I'm not really playing a heat game, I don't think. I don't want to spend 10 mega credits every generation to keep getting heat production. I don't know how that's going to help me at the end, other than maybe Mogul, but that would be ridiculous. So methane from Titan, the oxygen's got to go up 1 more time to play it. You get 2 heat production, 2 plant production. It's worth 2 victory points at the end of the game, and it's a Jovian tag, which I think I would like to have, but it is very expensive at 28 mega credits. I don't know if it's quite worth that. And then there's this L1 trade terminal, also 25 mega credits, so really expensive. But you can gain some resources when you play it. It's worth 2 victory points at the end of the game, and every time you trade, you can first increase that colony track 2 steps. That seems really helpful. So I kind of want both of those, but they're both really expensive. But I've, for some reason, sort of incentivized myself to do expensive cards. I don't know why. Hmm. 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 All right. Oh, then again, if I did methane from Titan, would only need to increase this plant production one more time to get forester. Like, I got to work on these milestones because MarsBot will get a milestone if they get a space tag. Um, they might have other ways to get milestones too. They'll get Coast Guard right away. So I've got fundraiser, I can get that between forester and planetologist. Um, I'm not really that close to either, but I need to like do something about it. Okay, these are shuffled. I know I don't want these two. Do I want these two giant ones? Let's do it. Let's go big. 5, 6. All right, that's pretty huge. I kind of forgot I had these others in my hand. I know I can't play penguins for a little bit, but I've got import of advanced greenhouse gases. I've got Great Escarpment Consortium. Neither of those are really that urgent. Although this would make it take a bit longer for MarsBot to fund an award. So maybe that's a decent thing to do. Oh yeah, and this needs one more oxygen, so that's not even playable at the moment anyway. Well, let's play a slightly defensive move here. I'm going to spend 6 mega credits. So that's 10. I get 4 back. Let's just get a 5. Okay. And this requires that I have at least 1 steel production, and then I increase my steel production 1 step and decrease any steel production 1 step. So I'm going to decrease MarsBots. So that's going to be this track here. This goes down, and then I mark the space it came from with one of its own player markers. So when it advances onto that space, it does not gain a bonus. So that's 1 action. What else am I going to do? I think I will do the L1 trade terminal for 25 mega credits. So I've got 25. I'll spend the actual money. I'm not going to use any titanium at the moment. And because it was a card with a basic cost of 20 or more, my mega credit production goes up 1 step. And then this says add a resource to 3 different cards with resources or that already have resources. I've only got 1 available, so add a pet to pets. All right, just another animal. And there we go. Now when I trade, I get +2 on the track before I trade. So those are my actions. MarsBot is next. We've got corporate competition. This will almost certainly be bad. If MarsBot has at least 5 mega credits, and it does, resolve the closest funded awards action leftmost if tied. If MarsBot takes an action, it loses 5 mega credits. Otherwise, it draws and resolves a bonus card. So none of the awards... Oh, there is 1 award that's funded. Okay, so that's this one. And so since that's the only one that's funded, I guess that's the closest. So the action for zoologist is advance the animal track, which is this one, which just goes from space 0 to space 1. And then if MarsBot takes an action, it loses 5 mega credits. Great. And that's it. Okay. I really think I've got that one pretty locked up, so I'm not too worried. So that came at a good time. Now it's back to me. And for my first action, I'm going to spend 3 energy to trade. And I'm going to trade with Luna, and I'm going to use this L1 trade terminal to advance that track twice. 1, 2. So I get 13 mega credits plus a colony bonus of 2. So I get 15 mega credits for that trade, which I think was a good trade. Decrease the track. Don't forget to do that. And now I'm going to, I think, spend 10, 15, 16, 17 mega credits to build a colony. And I'm going to build it on Triton. And so that gets me 3 titanium. 1, 2, 3. And because I built a colony and I've got Poseidon, I increased mega credit production 1 step, so it's up to 15. And now we go back to MarsBot. Got 1 tag, it's a building tag, so we're just going to remove this reminder marker, go back to that space, and there's no bonus for MarsBot. Treat it as a blank space. And now back to me, and I am going to take this action to build an ocean, and I'm going to use 3, 6, 9, 12 worth of titanium. So I'm going to put an ocean here, and I gain 2 mega credits and 2 plants, and I raise my TR. And then for my other action, I'm going to turn 1 steel into 7 mega credits. All right, back to MarsBot. We've got a space tag and a city tag. So space tag goes up. That is milestone, and so the only milestone it meets is Coast Guard. So it's going to take that one. So it just got 5 points, and now we advance the city track, and MarsBot builds a city. So it wants to be adjacent to the most greenery. So that's going to be here. This is the only legal space with 1 placement bonus. So we're putting a city here. It gets 1 mega credit for that bonus icon. And because a city was built, I get another pet. And now it's back to me. And I might as well play the 1 card that I can. I'm going to use 3 titanium, and then I need another 6 mega credits. So that is import of advanced greenhouse gases. My heat production goes up 2 steps, and that's it for that card. Goes away, and I'll let MarsBot take another turn. We've got shipping lines, so select the colony tile with the most advanced track. If tied, select one with the MarsBot colony. So MarsBot loses 1 mega credit, and it's going to trade with Europa because it'd be a tie with Triton, but they've got a colony there. And then with Europa being a little different, again, it gets 1 TR instead of 2 resources on its colony board. Then we decrease that track, okay? And now it's back to me, and I will take this action to add another pet to pets, and that's going to be my 10th pet. Great. Do this and that. And we'll let MarsBot go. It's the last card. Building track. Okay, so now MarsBot is going to fund an award. All right, so this is the part where we get a little mathy, but it's the one that it's furthest ahead of me on. So the first is electrician. For me, that's most power tags, and for MarsBot, it's its energy track space. So its energy track is at space 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many power tags do I have? I have 1, 2. So it's ahead of me by 2. MarsBot plus 2. All right, let's check this one now. Founder. And that is the most tiles adjacent to special tiles. And for MarsBot, it says as usual, but neural instance tile counts for MarsBot. So I assume it does not count for me. But in any case, there are no special tiles on the map, so we're tied at 0. For Mogul, it's total resource production, not including mega credits. So I'm at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And for MarsBot, they just take their highest track and double it. So their highest track is the building track, which is at 9. That doubles to 18. So they're ahead of me by 9 on Mogul. It's probably going to be that one. And then Forecaster, for me, that's most cards played with requirements. So I see I've got a couple of them up there. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if these count or not, but I'm at 3 most played cards. I'm going to say that events do count. So let's check. Neither of these have requirements. Okay, so I'm at 3. And for MarsBot, every 7 mega credits counts as 1 requirement. So how many mega credits have they got? 10, 20, 5, 26, 27. So they're at 3 as well. So we're tied at 0. So, okay, after all that math, they're furthest ahead on Mogul. So that's what MarsBot funds. And I don't mind that so much. I think there's a decent chance I can increase my production a lot. But they're going to max out, I guess, at 36 on one of those tracks. And so I'll never have that much production. Okay. Well, that's funded. So now it's my turn again. I don't think there's anything I can do, though. So I will pass. So we go into production. I'm at 24 terraform rating, plus another 15 mega credits. So that gets me 39 mega credits. Let's just take 1 back and make it an even 40. And I get 2 steel, 1 titanium, no plants, energy turns into heat, and I gain 4 energy, and I gain 2 heat. Okay, and now we send the colony trade ships home, advance all the colony tracks by 1. Okay, take the markers off of these cards and pass the first player token to MarsBot. We will discard that. We need shipping lines. Discard corporate competition into the bonus discard pile. We need one new bonus card for MarsBot. Shipping lines stays. Advance a generation marker from 5 to 6 and draw some new project cards. Really made a mess of that. All right, set these aside. What are we looking at for me? We've got Sub-Zero Saltfish Media Group, Magnetic Field Generator, and Field Capped City. So I'll shuffle these while I think about those. So Sub-Zero Saltfish, I don't need it with pets and penguins already. That doesn't really gain me anything. Media Group, it gets me an Earth tag, I guess. So that's all I get from that. Really, it encourages me to play, I guess, at least 3 more events after that. Magnetic Field Generators is going to take all my energy production away, and then I can't trade anymore, so I don't want to do that. But it would let me put down a special tile in a placement that would be favorable to me. Gain 2 plant production, gain 3 TR. That's not going to be worth it. And then Field Cap City, very expensive. Gain 2 mecha credit production, 1 energy production, 3 plants, place a city. No way, not for 29 mega credits plus 3 for acquisition. That doesn't appeal to me. I think I'm going to grab Media Group, although maybe I'm better off just not. And maybe I'll pass on all 4 of those. I think I can do better things with my money. So these 2 cards are in my hand, and MarsBot goes first. So let's get started. We've got shipping lines right away, and I didn't think that through because I planned on going to Triton this time and advancing that track twice and getting a bunch of titanium, but that's not going to happen now. So MarsBot spends 1 mega credit, goes to Triton, gains 2, always 2 titanium for trading there. I gain 1 as a colony bonus, so I guess I get something. And then this track goes all the way back down. So that messed me up a little bit. What can I do instead? All right, let's see if I can rush the last 2 milestones. So in order to do that, I think the best course of action is to place an ocean using this. So here's 6 mega credits, and then I need another 6. So I get 4 back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So place an ocean, and I'll go here, gain 2 mega credits and 1 plant. Okay. Oh, and raise my TR. And now I will spend my 8 plants, 5, 6, 7, 8, to build a greenery. And I'm going to go right there. So that'll get me 2 plants and 4 mega credits for ocean adjacency. Let's just take 1 back and get a 5. Right there next to my city. That's a good spot. Let's mark the greenery. And then oxygen and TR will go up 1 each. All right, so now it is MarsBot's turn. Ice Moon Colony, space tag. So this is going to go up 1. So temperature goes up 1. Oh, and they got that bonus too. So that's 2 mega credits plus 1 TR for the temperature bump. Would have liked to have gotten that, but that's okay. My turn again, and we're at 2% oxygen now, so I will do methane from Titan. So that costs 28. Here's 20, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is a card with a standard cost of 20 or more, so my mega credit production goes up 1 because of this here. And now my heat production goes up 2 steps. Plant production goes up 2 steps, and so that's worth 2 victory points at the end of the game. That's my second Jovian tag. I've got 1 Earth tag out. Oh, 2 Earth tags out. Oh, wow, look at that. I didn't even realize. So I qualify for this now and for this because we're not playing with Venus next, and I'm allowing it. But I can also trade with Europa over there and advance that track 2 spaces first to get a 3rd plant production to qualify for Forester. And something about that route just feels more legit a little bit. So that's what I'll do for my second action. I'm going to pay 3 energy to trade with Europa, advancing the track 2 spaces first. So my trade income is 1 advance on the plant track, and then MarsBot's what MarsBot receives for their colony bonus is 1 mega credit. And I think MarsBot has traded with Europa a couple times, and I raised their TR as their like trade income, but I don't think I gave them the trade bonus. So I think I owe MarsBot 2 mega credits. So that would be 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. I think. Pretty sure I owe that to MarsBot. That could be a 10. Okay. So now it is MarsBot's turn. Let's flip the next card. We've got Expedited Construction. If a city tile can be placed adjacent to 2 or more greenery or ocean tiles, MarsBot places a city there and destroys this card. And those oceans and greeneries can be in combination. It could be one of each. But I don't see any such legal space where MarsBot could place a city and meet those requirements. So the next option, if MarsBot has 1 or 0 colonies, well, MarsBot has 2, so we'll just skip that. Part C is otherwise no effect. Hey, how about that? I'll take that. No effect card. That's cool. That doesn't happen often. So now I guess I'll take this card's action to turn 1 steel into 7 mega credits. And then for my other action, I will spend 8 mega credits to claim a milestone, and I'll start with fundraiser. Why not? And now it's MarsBot's turn. Plant track, that goes up 1 space, and it's blank, so nothing else happens. And now it's back to me. I will spend another 8 mega credits to claim the 3rd milestone, and I'll go with Forester. So I'm ahead there a little bit. And after that series of actions, I don't know what I should do. What do I have here? 2, 4, 6 mega credits plus 1 steel. Why don't I just let MarsBot go? An animal and a plant. Okay, so this track's going to go up twice, and they're going to build 1 greenery along the way, and that greenery will surely go here. And place this. So this goes up, this goes up. And MarsBot gets 2 mega credits for the adjacency to the ocean. And now it's back to me. And to be clear, I did advance that track 2 times for those 2 tags. I think the only other thing I can do is place another pet here. Other than that, I'm going to just make some change. And I think that'll be it. MarsBot's done. I don't have anything else that I can do that I can see, but I'm 1 ocean away from getting penguins down, so hooray. Let's do production then. I'm at 26 terraform rating, 25, 6, plus another 16 here, and 5, 1, okay. Just a mess of cubes. I get 2 steel, 1 titanium, 3 plants. Gets me up to 5 plants. Energy turns into heat, and then I get 4 energy and 4 heat. Let's take 1 and make it a 5. Okay, and now we'll take these markers off the cards. We will discard these. Discard, discard, shipping lines will stay. This is the longest I've ever gone without that neural instance, that local neural instance tile coming into play. So that makes me a little nervous because I'll have a little bit less time to, build around it. But that's just luck of the draw. Usually I've just typically had it come up in like the first 3 generations. So now we advance the generation marker to 7. Let's grab some project cards. So we need to grab another bonus card. And penguins aside, we've got Corporate Stronghold, Ants, Birds, and Homeostasis Bureau. So Corporate Stronghold I don't have much interest in. It's negative VP. It's going to lower my energy production, give me mega credit production, which I don't really need anymore. Just nothing particularly interesting about it, just to build a city. Ants, that's microbe stuff. I'm not doing anything with microbes, and neither is MarsBot. Birds is kind of neat. But like penguins is good for when there's a lot of oceans. Birds is good for when oxygen is high, and it's going to be a long time before oxygen is high. It looks like that might be the last parameter. So I like that it brings this track plant production down 2 steps. That helps with zoologist for me because that's MarsBot's, brings that down 2 steps. So I kind of want to think about buying it just to keep it in my back pocket in case zoologist starts getting close. But I think I'm far enough ahead. And then last is Homeostasis Bureau, which a little bit pricey, but it allows me to raise my heat production and then gain 3 mega credits every time I raise the temperature. So like oceans, I've been focusing on oceans and I'm kind of close to being done with that. So maybe heat is the way to go. And production is nice, non-mega credit production, just because Mogul has been funded. So maybe that's something I need to think about. So definitely no to these 2. I mean, I wonder about, is it worth spending 3 mega credits just to have birds in my back pocket? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I've got enough of a lead with penguins and pets. So I think I will buy Homeostasis Bureau. That's going to cost me 3. All right, and it looks like I start this generation. And there's a lot of things I can do. I can put down an ocean and then play penguins, and then I can use Mohole Lake to add penguins to that card because they are twice as valuable as the pets, but they can be stolen or destroyed. I could spend heat to raise the temperature, but there's not really a rush to do that at the moment. I can trade. I might trade with Europa to get more plant production, but there's no urgency because if MarsBot trades, it's going to trade with Titan. So I really don't know where to start. So I guess I'll play Homeostasis Bureau. And I'm going to use 2 of these steel, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12 mega credits. Here's 15. Get 3 back. Okay. So Homeostasis Bureau. I get to bump heat production twice and then just place this here. And then I guess I may as well spend 8 heat, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just leave that there. This goes up, makes my TR go up. And then when I raise the heat, I get 3 mega credits back. So MarsBot goes now. And we've got shipping lines right away. And as we've determined, MarsBot will spend 1 mega credit to trade with Titan and gain 2 of the corresponding resources, plus an additional 1 for its colony. So 3 floaters. Track goes down. Okay, easy peasy. And I think I will start by spending 3 energy to trade myself, and I will go to Triton, raise the track twice, because I can do that, and then I gain 3 titanium plus 1 for my colony bonus, so 4 titanium. That's pretty valuable. And then for my second action, I will spend 12 mega credits, and I can use titanium, 3, 6, 9, 12, to place an ocean. And I will go here and get 1 plant and 2 mega credits and raise my TR. All right, that's pretty good. And now I kind of want to build up like this whole area. I think that would be nice for me, but it's MarsBot again. Space tag, Earth tag. Space tag is blank. Earth tag, where is that? It's temperature, 1 step. And I don't get anything for that. I only get 3 mega credits when I raise the temperature. So now it's my turn again. And I suppose I might as well play penguins for 7 mega credits. 5, 6, 7. So there we go. That is finally in play. And then I'll take this free action to place a penguin. All right, that's a point. And also it helps with zoologist. So MarsBot, research and development. MarsBot draws and resolves a project card from the project deck. By resolves, it means just do the tags. Space mirrors. So we're going up on the power track, which is raise the temperature. And then the space track, which is just gain 4 TR. MarsBot's running away with the TR. And so I'm not really sure what else to do. So I'm going to do 2 standard projects, and they'll both be asteroids. 14, then here's 15, and then 3. So there's 28. So it'll pay for 2 asteroids. So I do temperature twice. 1, 2. TR goes up twice, and then I get for each of those 3 mega credits back, which comes out to 6. So that was kind of silly, but I think the right thing to do. MarsBot Jovian tag, space tags. The Jovian tag is here on the Earth track. That's 2 floaters, which makes 5 floaters. So these get spent. And another project card is added to the deck for MarsBot. Then the space tag is, the last ocean. I thought about doing an ocean as a standard project instead of asteroids, but I was like, well, I might as well make use of this. So that'll be it. So above all else, MarsBot wants to place oceans adjacent to other oceans. I really wanted to go there and get those plants, but MarsBot is going to place it here and get 2 resources for that. And that's it for oceans. So now it's back to me, and I guess I will turn this steel into 7 mega credits. And then I think I can do another asteroid because I've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, let's do that as my other action. So I spend 14, raise the temp again, and then I gain 3 mega credits for that. So I guess I'm at 5. Whoa, back to MarsBot. Plant tag and a building tag. So the plant tag is first. MarsBot builds a greenery. So by default, it wants to be adjacent to the most of its own cities and the fewest of mine. Then the next tiebreaker is adjacent to the most oceans. So it's going here. There's 1 resource there plus 2 ocean adjacencies. So that's going to be 5 mega credits total for MarsBot. And then market, do oxygen, TR. Okay, that was the plant tag. Now we do the building tag, which is build a city. And so it's going to place that city here because that's adjacent to the most greenery possible. In any case, it's going to be 1. And then this one's adjacent to the most oceans. So it places it there. It gets 2 mega credits. Let's take back these 3 and this 5. And here's a 10. Okay, and we'll mark it. And I get a pet. Thank you. So now it's back to me. There's really nothing I can do now, though. So I pass. MarsBot's going to keep going. 1 Jovian tag. So that's this track here. Blank space. All right. Now we go into the production phase. So I start at 31 for my terraform rating. 31. And I gain another 16. 10, 15, 16. Now I gain 2 steel, 1, 2, 1 titanium, 3 plants, and energy turns into heat, and I gain 4 energy and 6 heat. Great. Now the trade fleets can return home, advance all the colony tracks. And I can take the markers off of these cards. Let's discard MarsBot's cards. I got a lot of projects this time. Okay. Shipping lines remains, and we will pass the first player marker over, advance the generation marker to generation 8, and let's get some project cards for this research phase. Advanced alloys, restricted area, beam from a thorium asteroid, and metalworks. All right, let's figure this out. All right, so it's kind of late in the game for advanced alloys. Metalworks is not something I'm really interested in either. Restricted area, I'm not that interested in the effect, but it allows me to place the special tile, which if Founder gets funded, like I can control where the special tile goes and make sure that I've got the adjacencies around it. And then Beam from a Thorium asteroid, super expensive, requires a Jovian tag, which I have, has a Jovian tag, so it's worth victory points to me. And it's worth 1 victory point by itself. And then, like I said, super expensive, 32 mega credits to play. But it gives me 3 heat production and 3 energy production, which allows me to potentially compete still with Mogul. I think I decided that would get my total production. Let's see what I'm at now. 6 and 4 is 10, 13, 14, 15. I'm at 16 now, plus another 6 would get me to 22. MarsBot just doubles their highest track, which is currently the space track, so they're at 24. So I'd still be a little bit behind, but I could trade with Europa to continue to raise my plant production. So, do I want to compete with Mogul? And then it would also give me, with all this heat and energy, I could probably stop thinking about asteroids and temperature and just place as many greeneries as possible, and try and get points that way. So maybe I'd do that. Okay, that's really expensive though. So I've got to go all in on it. So that cost me 3. Now I've got Beam from a Thorium asteroid. All right, MarsBot goes first. What do you got? Asteroid hollowing. I feel like that's a metaphor. MarsBot's toying with me, and they're advancing the space tracks, and I need 26 to compete with Mogul. But it is a blank space, so I don't have to do anything at the moment. And I'm going to start by trading. I'm going to spend 3 energy and trade with Luna. And I could advance that track twice, so it's maxed at 17 plus 2 is 19. So let's just take 20 mega credits and pay back 1. Decrease the track all the way. And then I think I will spend 8 plants to place a granary. 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll go here, get this titanium. So 1 titanium. Let's mark it. Plant production, or not plant production, oxygen goes up. There we go. TR goes up. That's a real reach, that other side of the board from here. It's a stretch. And so that was 2 actions for me. MarsBot, we've got shipping lines. Where are they going? Which one's most advanced? That's Pluto. So MarsBot goes to Pluto. They spend 1 mega credit to do that and then gain 2 science resources here on Pluto. When they get 5 science resources, they advance the science track. So that goes down. That's okay, no big deal. And I guess now let's go ahead and play Beam from a Thorium asteroid. So it's got a space tag, so I can use my titanium here. So there's 9. So I need another 23 mega credits. 23. It has a base cost of more than 20, so my mega credit production goes up. And now my heat production goes from 6 to 9. My energy production goes from 4 to 7. And there we go. That was that card. And let's let MarsBot go ahead. Blank. Failed action. 5 mega credits. Back to me. And I'm going to spend 23 mega credits, so I get 2 back, to do a standard action to place a greenery. And I'll go right here, so I get 4 mega credits and 1 plant. Okay, and we mark it. And oxygen, TR. All right, and we'll let MarsBot go again, I think. Wait, no, I'll take a second action. I'll do that again. 25, 4, 3. Another greenery, please. And I'll go here, get 2 mega credits and a card. So 2 mega credits. We'll mark it. I get permafrost extraction. Place an ocean. That's not going to help. So MarsBot is next. Local neural instance. There we go, finally. So place the MarsBot local neural instance tile on the board adjacent to no tiles. Do not place it on an edge space, nor on or adjacent to any reserve spaces, and that includes oceans. Usual placement tiebreakers still apply, then destroy this card. So here we go. Let's mark out some spaces. Now some of them are obviously going to have resources, so we'll just focus on those. Like this one's a possibility, but it's blank. It could go there, but that one's blank, but there and there are both possibilities. That's adjacent to a tile. That's an edge. Oh, that one. Probably there. And that's it. Yeah, that one's got the most icons, so that's going to be the tiebreaker. Okay. Go in here. Gain 3 resources for that spot. And I guess that's the direction I need to go, which sucks because I don't want to build in those 2 spots. Or those 2 spots, because I mean, I could put greeneries there, but that's just going to give MarsBot points anyway. So really my best course of action might be to, like, I don't know, place a city here, a greenery here, and then a city here with some more greeneries. I don't love that. But yeah, I guess if I get a city here and here, I can place greeneries in these 3 spots, and it'll at least be a wash points-wise. Yuck. Okay. And then we destroy this card, so I was kind of keeping space up here for destroyed bonus cards, and I'll put it upside down so we know not to grab it. So now it's my turn. I didn't keep any mega credits to build any cities, so not doing that. And also I'm looking at the awards again. MarsBot is not like about, well, if they get a power tag, they'll fund one. The one that would be best for me, I think, is Forecaster. So I don't know if I want to spend 20 mega credits on it, but it might be worth it to get those victory points. So for now, let's take this action, turn some steel into money. Get me a little closer to being able to do something. And then I'll spend this 8 heat, raise the temp. There we go. And then I get 3 mega credits back for that. I'll just take 2, 15. All right, MarsBot again. And so we advance the event track. That is place an ocean, and that is, of course, done already. That's a failed action, so 5 mega credits for MarsBot. And now it's my turn again. All right, and apologies. I had to take a quick little break there. I've been recording. This is not the first video I've recorded today, so I've been going for like 6 hours. I had to stop and get a bagel and a Gatorade and kind of reset here. But I know I left off, and it is my turn. MarsBot is finished for this generation. So what in the world was I doing? I know I wanted to fund this award, and I can't find a way to pay for it. I can't advance the temperature. I can't advance the oxygen or place a greenery. Well, I guess I could advance the temperature by doing another asteroid, but that's probably not necessary. I think I will take this action to add a penguin. That's not going to hurt. And I'm going to take the sell patent action. I'm going to sell this for 1 mega credit. So that's not worth anything to me. And I'm just a little bit shy of being able to fund that award. So I think I'm going to pass. That'll be it for this generation. So now I can grab these markers off of my cards. Ooh, I can do production. That would be good. Start at 35 for my TR rating, Terraform rating. And then another 17 here. What did I say, 35? I grabbed 15. 35 and another 17. 5, 6, 7. All right, that's a lot of mega credits. I'm going to need them if I'm going to catch MarsBot. I get 2 steel, 1 titanium, 3 plants. Just make that a 5. Energy turns into heat, and then I gain 7 energy. It's not very efficient, but I'm going to use 7 singles because I want to pay 3 to trade. And now I get 9 heat. So let's just take that 1, make it 10. And now we can send the trade fleets back home, advance all the colony track markers. Up, 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 up. And what else are we doing here? Let's discard these. Shipping lines we keep. And then we'll need one more bonus card that is. We'll pass the first player marker over here, and we go into generation 9. Let's grab some project cards. And we're looking at airliners, special design, meat industry. Like, scoot these up a little bit so you can see them. And market manipulation. I like the sound of that. Okay, and so airliners, I don't have the requirements to play, even though it'd be good for Forecaster. I can't play it because I don't have any floaters. Special design, I have no reason to use it. Meat industry would have been awesome in like generation 1 or even in the first half, but we've got we'll end this in generation 10 or 11 probably, so I don't think I'll get my money's worth out of that. I might just squeak out a little bit of a profit, but it's not worth it. And then market manipulation is kind of interesting, and it's not very expensive. I don't know if it helps me all that much though. I really wish I could get airliners just for the Forecaster piece of it. Meat industry, I guess I could use some of this excess steel to pay for it. It's just something to do with the steel. Market manipulation, could be useful. It would cost me 4. I don't know if I'll get 4 back out of it. Something to ponder. No, I don't think any of those are going to be worth it for me. I'm going to discard all of them. There we go. And I start this generation, and I almost hate to do it, but I am going to start by funding that award for 20 VP. So I'm going with Forecaster. It's kind of close right now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that I've played that have requirements, and MarsBot just divides its mega credits by 7. It's got 53, so that would be 7. So I probably don't have a chance on this one because usually MarsBot ends with 100 mega credits, but I think that's the one I'm closest to. So probably a terrible move, but that's the move I'm making, I guess. And then for my other action, I'm going to spend 25 mega credits to build a city as a standard project and raise my credit production 1 step. So let's start enacting this plan. I'll put that city there. And that gives me a pet. This is spent. That was 2 actions. So now it's back to MarsBot. Miranda Resort. So we've got a Jovian tag and a space tag. So Jovian tag is an arrow and we advance again. That's it. The space tag is temperature. And now I'm going to convert 1 steel to 7 mega credits. And then I'm going to build another city with these 25 mega credits. And we're going here, which gets me 1 more steel and 1 mega credit production. So we mark the city, get another pet. Okay, back to MarsBot. Meteor shower. You must lose 5 plants. Shoot. If you lost at least 3 plants, or if an effect blocked you losing any plants, destroy this card. Okay. Lose 5 plants, destroy the card. That's a bit painful. So it's back to me. I'm going to spend 3 energy to trade. And I'm going to trade with Europa. So it doesn't really matter if I advance the track, but I'm going to go here. And MarsBot gains 1 mega credit for the colony bonus, and I gain 1 plant production. That goes up to 4. I'm going to start needing some plants pretty soon. And now I'm going to spend 8 heat to raise the temperature. And then it gives me 3 mega credits. Let's just take 2 back and grab a 5. And now it's back to MarsBot. It's got a microbe tag. Going to build a granary, and this one is going to go here, adjacent to 2 of its own cities. And man, it's going to get a bonus for that. So it raises the oxygen, which raises the temperature. And then for that space, it can't place an ocean, so that's a failed action. That stinks. 5 mega credits for that. Oof, that was very powerful. So back to me. This is not looking so great suddenly. Maybe not so suddenly. I'm going to add a penguin. How about that? That's how you terraform Mars. Back to MarsBot. Shipping lines. So MarsBot is going to trade with Titan and gain 2 floaters, +1 for the colony bonus. It spends a mega credit to do that. Fine with that. Man, I really need some card draw if I want to have a shot at Mogul or Forecaster or both. But I think that's it for me. I don't think I can do anything else. So we're going to let MarsBot finish. And it's the building track. That's a blank space. So now we go into production. I'm at 36 TR. 35, 6, and then another 19. So let's just take 20 and put 1 back. So that's 55 incoming mega credits. That's good. 2 steel, 1 titanium, 4 plants, and energy turns into heat. I gain 7 energy. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. And 9 heat. Let's just take 1 off and do 10. And now we can discard these 3 cards. Shipping lines sticks around. The trade fleets go back home, advance all of the colony tracks, and take the markers off of the cards. And then the bonus deck is empty, so the ones that have not been destroyed we will shuffle into a new bonus deck. So the one that I don't want, I think is called Insects. I don't remember what it was called. But the one that takes animals, that would be not very fun. Okay, I'm going to call that good and shuffled. So we need one of those. Now we pass the first player marker to MarsBot and advance a generation marker to 10 and draw some cards. And from here on out, every generation that goes by, MarsBot's leftover mega credits will be worth more. So I'm incentivized now to try and end the game. It's a little ways to go. For cards, we have Earth Catapult, a little late for that one. Natural Preserve, Magnetic Field Dome, and Asteroid Mining Consortium. I don't know why I placed them like that. Can't see what's going on. So Earth Catapult, it's way too late in the game for that one. Very expensive. Natural Preserve cannot be played. We've got too much oxygen already. Magnetic Field Dome would be a net decrease of my overall production, even though I could stand to lose some energy production and gain some plant. But then Asteroid Mining Consortium, it's not terribly expensive. It'll give me more production, which is good for Mogul. It's got a requirement, which is good for Forecaster, and it'll decrease a space for MarsBot. And in particular, its highest space, which is even better for Mogul. So I think that's the one for me. The rest of these are not going to do it. I want Asteroid Mining Consortium. Plus, it's got a Jovian tag, which is worth a point for me, too. So I will buy that for 3. Interestingly, it's all about titanium, and it's a Jovian tag, but it has no space tag. So MarsBot starts us off. And we've got nitrophilic moss that's on the plant track. It's going to advance and advance again, which gets the plant track up to, looks like space 8, which means I am still in the lead on this zoologist award. So that's good. Wait, what did I say? Is that a blank space? Yeah, it's blank. Okay. And so for my 2 actions, I'm going to do 2 standard greenery actions. So there's 20, 20, and then I need 6, so I get 4 back. Yowza. Okay, place 2 greeneries. And so the first one's going to be here, 1 space around the neural instance, and the other is going to be this one. So that gets me a titanium and 2 mega credits. Let's take 3, make 5. And we'll mark them both, raise the oxygen, do the TR. And so an empty space here is 1 point for MarsBot. So I was getting a point there anyway. Now for the greenery, it's getting 1 point, but also I'm getting 1. So I think that's an overall good. So I'll place greeneries here and here as well. I don't know about that one. You know, at that point, it's sort of a wash. I'd probably rather go like here or here or here. So we'll see. But that was my 2 actions. So MarsBot now goes up the space track. That's not great for me. It's a blank spot, but that's really pushing it on Mogul. Now it's got essentially 30 productions worth for Mogul. And I'm at 9, and 7 is 16. This gives me to 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, that's problematic. So let's try and combat that by playing Asteroid Mining Consortium. It costs 13, so here's 15. I get 2 back. And it requires that I have titanium production, which I do, and I can increase my titanium production and then decrease any titanium production, and that's going to be this one. So that's a space track. So that gets me 1 more production and effectively -2 for MarsBot, at least for the moment. And again, it's good for Forecaster. It gets me a point here, a point for that Jovian, so a lot of good reasons to play that card, I think. But I really need more cards. And I do know a way to get more cards. So I'm going to spend 3 energy to trade. I'm going to use L1 trade terminal with Pluto to bump it up 2 spaces. Trade with Pluto, get 3 cards. And what did I get? Nuclear power. A lot of production. Okay. Anti-gravity technology. Do I have a science tag to even be able to play this? It doesn't look like it. Oh, you need 7 science tags. That one's out of the question. And then immigration shuttles. Very expensive. That's not going to get me a lot, I don't think. But nuclear power is going to be really helpful. So, okay, I've got some options anyway. Now it's back to MarsBot. Cartel, that's the Earth track. MarsBot would like to fund an award, but there is no award to fund. So they get 5 mega credits for a failed action. And then I will turn 1 steel into 7 mega credits. And then I will spend 7, 8, 9, 10. No, just kidding. Let's put my 7 there. I'm going to play nuclear power, which costs 10, but I've got all this other steel. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Use some of that steel. So mega credit production goes down 2, but energy production goes up 3. 1, 2, 3. We're at 11. Very helpful for these awards. So right now MarsBot and I are tied on Mogul. So that won't last forever, but it's not bad. So MarsBot goes again, and we've got overachievement. Oh no. MarsBot claims a milestone if able, then destroys this card. If it's a 6th generation or later, MarsBot funds the award, which it is the most ahead of you. Leftmost if tied, then destroys this card. Otherwise, MarsBot gains 5 mega credits. Well, milestones and awards are all done for, so 5 mega credits it is. So I think I'm going to raise the temperature. Let's take 10 and get 2 back. And what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make some change. So we've got 7 heat remaining. Raise the temp. And I get 3 mega credits for that. And we'll let MarsBot go next. Shipping lines, I guess I knew that was coming. And that means MarsBot is going to trade with Triton. So spend 1 mega credit, gain 2 titanium, so not quite up to 5. This track goes all the way down. And then I get my colony bonus of 1 titanium. So if I end up with enough extra titanium, maybe I'll play immigration shuttles. But now it's back to me. There's no way I'm getting anti-gravity technology. I don't think I have any science tags. Yeah, I don't see any. So I'm going to sell this for $1. 1 MarsBuck. 2, 3, 4. All right, so what am I at now? 10, 11, 12. And I guess if it really came down to it for Mogul, I can build a bunch of power plants. So I could build one now, but that's not, I don't think, a good use of my money at the moment. So I will instead add a penguin. And I think I'm going to pass. That's going to be it for this generation. So let's go into production. I get 39. Here's 39, we'll say 40. And then instead of taking 17, I'll take 16. And I get 2 steel and 2 titanium. So it's going to leave me a 6 titanium. 4 more plants, so that'll get me up to 8. And then energy turns into heat. Let's take this and these 4, make another 5er. And then I gain 11 energy. I know it's a silly way to do it, but I need at least 3. So I got like really 3 and 8. And how much heat? I get 9 heat. So now let's send the trade fleets back and advance all the colony tracks. And we'll pass the first player marker. Grab these card markers. Now shipping lines stays. Overachievement is discarded. These 3 are discarded. 1 new bonus card. Now we advance to generation 11. Let's get some project cards. And let's take a look at advanced ecosystems, soil factory, ecology research, and mining rights. All right, so advanced ecosystem would be great, but I don't have a microbe tag to be able to play it. Soil factory doesn't really do much for me. I guess it's okay, but it's not worth it for the amount of generations left. Ecology research, I don't even remember. This must be a newer one. But that one will do well for me. And mining rights just makes me annoyed that I funded Forecaster instead of Founder. Because I could have used it here and then placed a greenery, and I would have definitely surrounded the most special spaces. So I don't feel awesome about that. I don't know if it's that helpful now, although it does increase the production. So that's good for Mogul. Okay, well, I would prefer advanced ecosystem. No microbe tag doesn't really surprise me. I wish I had a wild tag somewhere. Oh well. I don't think I'm going to buy it just in the hopes of getting a microbe tag. That doesn't seem like a very prudent plan. But I think I do want both of these to help with Mogul. Oh, and you know what? I could place this here and then deny greenery adjacency there for MarsBot. But I keep looking like, oh, maybe there's a microbe tag I forgot about. But no, there's not. Man, I would really like advanced ecosystem just to help with Forecaster and to get the 3 points on top of it. But not safe. Oh, wait a minute. This one has a microbe tag. You big dummy. All right, I'm spending 9 mega credits on 3 cards. I've just got to play that one before that one. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Oh, and I'm starting. Look at that. So I'm going to start by playing then Ecology Research. So that costs 21. Is that how I want to start, though? That's not really time dependent. These will function just fine whenever I play them. There's mining rights. Maybe I should do temperature. I don't think there's an urgency to trade yet. Oh, you know what? I've got 8 plants. Maybe I'll start with that. Let's spend 8 plants and place a greenery. And you know what? I'm feeling like that local neural instance is controlling my life a little too much. Maybe a few more cards is the way to go. I'm going to do that. All right, that's my first move. And then let's spend 8 heat on raising the temperature. And I get 3 mega credits for that. Let's take 2, grab a 5. Okay, MarsBot, what you got? Plant tag. That's an ocean, and that's a failed action. These failed actions are going to start stacking up. So I think I'll spend another 8 heat, raise the temp again. Get another 3 mega credits for that, and then I've got another action I can take. Oh, and I forgot I still got this one here, which will certainly not be played, I don't think. Well, let's go ahead and do mining rights, I think. So what is that going to be? 9, 8, 7. So 10, I get 3 back. Okay, so place the special tile on an area with steel or titanium production, and I will go here. Or a steel or titanium bonus. I get a steel for that. Oh, you know what? So I should have spent another steel. I'll do that. So I get a steel for that. And then do this. And what else? Oh, and then I increase that production. Okay. Think that, well, it helped a little. Let's see what MarsBot does. Corporate competition. If MarsBot has at least 5 mega credits, and it does, resolve the closest funded awards action, left most if tied. So it's going to try and compete with me on whichever one of these I am winning by the smallest margin. All right, so let's figure out Mogul real quick. Good thing I haven't played these, or this one. Oh, I played that one. Okay, this one will help, but I'm at 11 and 9. That's 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And MarsBot is at 14 times 2 is 28. So I'm ahead by 1. It'll certainly be that one. Forecaster, I'm at 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And MarsBot is at, let's say it's 50, 60, 70, 10, 11, 10. No, that's not good. I'm going to lose that one. Man, I should have done Founder. Man, oh man, I messed that up. Okay. I spent 20 mega credits just to lose that award. Where? Oh, I know. Yeah, that's okay. So I'm losing that one. And how are we doing on Mogul? Oh, that's for Mogul. I'm ahead by 1 on Mogul. Zoologist, I'm at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And MarsBot is at this space plus 5. So that is 14. I'm ahead by 4. All right, so Mogul. I'm winning by the smallest amount on Mogul. What does this say to do? Advance the most advanced track. Yep. So that's this one. No bonus. So MarsBot's ahead by 1 on Mogul. Yeah, I should have waited to play mining rights 1 turn. There was no way to know that, though. I am bummed about Forecaster, though. I'm in trouble there. Hey, wait a second, though. I don't think I ever grabbed those 2 cards. No, I never did. Hey. That might be critical. Let's see what we get. Titanium mine, yes. Bribed committee, that doesn't really matter. Don't care about that, but this will help with Mogul. Okay, so Mogul's going to be pretty tight. That's clear. So I feel like I want to raise my plant production with Europa, but also bumping this twice, give me 19 mega credits. That's a lot too. And essentially, whichever one I go to, MarsBot will go to the other one, but it'll default to Europa. You know what? I'm going to play these 2 cards. Let's get that part done. I'm going to play Ecology Research for 21. 21, and that has a basic cost of 20 or more, so mega credit production goes up. And increase your plant production 1 step for each colony you own. And I have 2 colonies, so that goes up to 6. And then add 1 animal to another card. Let's do this one, penguins. And it says I can add 2 microbes to another card, but I don't have a card to do that with. But that was a good thing to get. And then advanced ecosystems costs 11. And that doesn't do anything, but it helps with Forecaster. And it gives me 3 victory points, so that's not nothing. All right, we've got shipping lines, And as we said, MarsBot is going to pay 1 here and default to going to Europa because they have a colony there. Oh no, they are going to go to Luna because that is 1 space higher. Okay, they go to Luna. They get 2 of these. This goes all the way down, and then I gain 2 mega credits. Fine. And I was going to go to Europa, but you know what? I am going to trade now. 3 energy. I'm going to go to Triton, and I can boost that track twice. 1, 2. Now I gain 3 plus 1 for my colony bonus. I gain 4 titanium, which means I now have 10 titanium, and that is worth 30 mega credits. So I can play this for my titanium plus 1 mega credit. I didn't think that was going to happen. I'm glad I held on to it. Mega credit production goes up by 5. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And this is worth 1 victory point for every 3 cities in play. So I'll get some points off of that. And that was 2 actions. MarsBot goes. Ooh, another plant. Don't like that because that is fund a milestone. And that's a failed action. And it helps him catch up a little bit on these animals for zoologist. So I'm going to spend a steal to get 7, not spend, I guess convert, to get 7 mega credits using that card. And what have I got? 10, 20, 36. Not really in a rush for a titanium mine. I think it's going to go another generation, so I might as well play it then when I've got some extra steel to spend on that building tag. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 23 on a greenery. And I would like to go here, get 2 plants and 2 mega credits. And all right, I'm starting to catch up on the terraform rating. That makes me feel like I'm doing maybe something right. MarsBot goes again. Ooh, blank. That is a failed action. I don't like those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh man, that's really going up quick. So I don't want bribe committee. That's not going to do anything useful for me. I'm going to sell that for 1, sell a patent. And then I will add an animal to this card. And MarsBot is passed. I don't think there's anything else that I'm really looking to do. So yeah, I'm going to call it good for the generation. So let's do production. Get 40, 10, 20, 30, 43 for my TR or terraform rating. And then I'm at 23 here. All right, let's use it to our advantage. And then 3 steel, 2 titanium, 6 plants. That worked out. And all this 8 energy turns into heat. I guess I'll just leave it like that. And then I gain, oh shoot, where was that? That was at 11. I gain 11 energy. I'll just make change when the time comes. There's 11. I gain 9 more heat. Sure. And let's take the markers off the cards. Send the trade fleets back. This will certainly be the last generation. Advance all these colony tracks. First player marker goes to MarsBot. Discard those. Shipping lines stays. Corporate competition technically stays, but we're not going to see it again. Grab another bonus card. Hopefully it's not the one that kills my animals. And advance the generation marker to 12. And I got to wrap this thing up. Oh, I just made a big mess of all the cards. That's going to be a later problem. I've never had this happen before. They're all stuck. Okay, got them out. That was somewhat disastrous. Oh, just enough. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's cards everywhere. I will say I am pleasantly surprised that MarsBot has not gained that other trade fleet. Guess it just depends on the luck of the draw. Why am I shuffling these? These are mine. Depends on the luck of the draw. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. Ooh, oh, I won't have that science. There's one, though. All right, let's think about that while I shuffle these. All right, so quantum extractors would be nice, but I'm not going to have the science tags to play it. But it would really help with both Forecaster and Mogul. But it requires 4 science. I've got 1 science tag now. This could get me a second, but I would need 2 more, and I don't know where in the world I would get those. So that's probably not viable. Breathing filters is good because that would help me with Forecaster, and then it gets me 2 victory points, so that's all right. Directed impactors does nothing for me. Small animals I wouldn't really use for its ability there, but it does help with Forecaster, and it would decrease MarsBot's plant track 1 space, so that would be good. So I'll probably take those 2. These are shuffled. Let's put these other 2 back. So I got to pay for these. That's 6 mega credits. And MarsBot goes first. Let's hit it. All right, science tag and a microbe tag. So science is a greenery, and then microbe is temperature. Let's do the, I guess, go in order. I don't know why I did that. Let's do the greenery first. So there's nowhere I can place a greenery where it will be adjacent to 2 of its own cities, while being adjacent to none of mine. So then it'll pick a space that's adjacent to its city and as many ocean tiles as possible. So that would be either here or here, and this one has a bonus. So we're going there. 2 mega credits plus 1 for the plant. 2 for the ocean adjacency, 1 for the plant. This goes here. And now it's raised the temperature. That was the only track that would raise temperature, which is why I didn't spend my 14 mega credits I had at the end last time to do a asteroid. I thought my chances were pretty good. I would be bumping the temperature at the end. So I got a bunch of heat for no reason now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I got 21 heat. At least free up some cubes. Okay, so what am I going to do? I think I'm going to spend these 8 plants on a greenery. And I'll go here and grab a card. But Mars is terraformed now. So it's definitely the last generation. Refugee camps. That is not going to do anything helpful at all. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to trade. And I am going to go to Pluto. So I'm going to bump that track twice and get 3 cards. See if that gives me any options. So we have, tectonic stress power. And that, yes, this will help. That's great. Rover construction, when any city is placed, gain 2 mega credits. A little late for that. Lava flows, that's not going to do anything useful. Tectonic stress power is perfect. I can play it after I play breathing filters, and then this will help for both Mogul and Forecaster, which I really need. Forecaster just gets more and more out of reach, but I'm still trying. Okay, that was 2 actions. MarsBot goes. We've got shipping lines, and so it's tied between Europa and Titan. And I think this one we actually really do need to randomize. So we'll say Europa, Titan. Europa, okay. So we're going here. And its TR goes up. And it spends a mega credit, but then it gets 1 for its colony bonus. So that goes back down. All right, my turn. So let's get some of this stuff moving. Breathing filters, that's going to cost 11. And that just goes into play, and we're good. And now I've got 1, 2 science tags, so I can do tectonic stress power. And that is going to cost 18. And so I'll spend 2 steel. So now I need 14. Here's 15, get 1 back. Okay, this makes my energy production go up 3 steps. So I'm at 14. Get a victory point, help with some possible awards. Now back to MarsBot. Invasive species. No, this is the one I didn't want. You must lose one animal or one microbe. Highest scoring if you have multiple. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was, though. If you are playing with Venus Next or Colonies, MarsBot gains 2 mega credits and 1 floater. Otherwise, it gains 5 mega credits. I thought that was going to be more animals than it was. So I lose 1 penguin. And then I'm playing with Colonies, so MarsBot gains 2 mega credits and 1 floater. So there's 2 mega credits, 1 floater. It's only at 4 floaters, thank goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can make some change there, though. All right, and back to me. And I probably want to do these. So I'll play these 2 cards for 13 mega credits. Here's 20, get 7 back. I'm playing this one first. Small animals require 6% oxygen, decrease any plant production 1 step. So we're going here. And there's an action to add an animal to this card. 1 VP per 2 animals here, so that'll never score. That's fine. And then I paid for titanium mine already. And this is increase your titanium production 1 step. So that's up to 3. And MarsBot goes. Failed action. Come on. 5 mega credits. That hurts right now. Look, right on cue too. I always end with 100 mega credits when I play with MarsBot. So what am I going to do? I've got these 3 cards. I don't think I'm going to play any of them. Okay. And so I just better spend 23 mega credits to place a greenery. And I'm going to place it here. And I get 1 plant and 2 steel. And no oxygen bump, so no TR bump. And let's let MarsBot play this last card. Building tag. Okay. That is place in oceans, failed action, 5 mega credits. So now I can go. I'm going to turn steel into 7 mega credits, which gets me up to what? 10, 22. Oh, 22. That's not a good number. I really need 1 more mega credit. How am I going to fix that? I could have fixed it by doing things in a different order, but I messed up. Even if I just placed that last tile here, I would have 4 more mega credits, and could that go there? Man, oh man. I am kicking myself now. I messed that up bad. So I'm a mega credit shy of another greenery. That second greenery, after we produce, would get me another greenery. I gotta think for a second. I messed this up so bad. Let's place another penguin. That'll make me feel a little better. Oh, okay. I'm okay. I'm going to sell these 3 cards. Sell some patents. That gets me 3 more mega credits. That was close. Okay, now I can spend 10, 23, and I keep going here because MarsBot is done. So I can put a greenery here, which gets me a plant and 4 mega credits. And I can do that now. And any final actions that I want to take. I could put an animal there, but it's not going to be worth anything. So I think I'm probably done. So now we do 1 more production phase, but all that matters in this particular setup is the plants. So I produce 6 plants. That gives me 8. And now we get to place greeneries in turn order. And MarsBot is going to place 1 greenery, and that'll go here, adjacent to that ocean. And then, I thought there was going to be more. Well, good for me. So then I can place a greenery, 5, 6, 7, 8 plants. And where am I going? Really doesn't matter. I suppose I'll go here just to surround this one because it looks kind of fun. Kind of nice to fully surround one. Still gain my bonus for no particular reason. And that is it. So let's go to scoring. And we're going to start, obviously we've got our TR, and then we're going to start with awards. So we'll just go in order here. We start with Mogul, and I'm kind of on the seat of my pants. So most advanced track space number doubled for MarsBot. Their most advanced space is this one, and that is at 15, so that doubles to 30. My total non-mega credit production, I've got, let's see, that's 14 plus 9 is 23, plus 6 is 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So I'm going to win Mogul, which I did not fund. That feels good. 5 points there. Zoologist next. That's just most animals and microbes, for me. So I've got, let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, plus 6. I've got 20 animals, no microbes. And MarsBot takes its plant, animal, microbe track score, wherever its space is, track space plus 5. So it is at track space 10, it looks like, plus 5 is 15. So I'm going to win Zoologist as well. So that's another 5 for the good guys. And finally is Forecaster. I think I'm going to lose this one. In fact, I'm pretty certain of it. I should have just done the math because I know MarsBot always ends up with about 100 mega credits at the end. But let's see. So for me, it is most played cards with requirements. And I think I see the blue and green stripes here, so I think it excludes events, even though I'm pretty confident, none of my events had requirements, but I think those would be excluded. So let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. But I think, unfortunately, for MarsBot, it's every 7 mega credits equals 1 requirement card. So MarsBot's got 50, 60, 70, 80, 96 divided by 7. You round it down, that's going to be 13. So that is an award that I funded that MarsBot won. So we bested each other, I guess. But overall, I won out on awards. In total, I really should have not funded Forecaster. I should have gone for Founder, but I didn't really know that at the time. I don't think so. Oh well, then we'll do milestones. So 1 for MarsBot, 2 for me. All right, so I pulled ahead a little bit there too. And now we'll take a look at the game board. Let's do the local neural instance first. So every space around that neural instance that does not belong to me, whether it belongs to MarsBot or it's blank, is 1 point for MarsBot. So that's 2 spaces. 1, 2. And now we will count up let's do greeneries first. We'll start with MarsBot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it, huh? 6 greeneries? 60 goes to 66. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That made no sense. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. 1, 2, 76. Okay. Better than I thought so far, but we got a ways to go. Now we'll do cities. MarsBot gets, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's not too much. 67, 77. My cities. This one is 6. This one is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. 1, 2. I played better than I thought thus far. So now look at points from cards. This one is worth 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is going to be 14 over 2 is another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3. We'll come back to the Jovian one. There's another 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do the Jovian one. 1 point for each Jovian tag. How many of those have I got? Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 more for Jovians. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check the events. Nothing there. Go through these cards. 1, 2, 3. I'll come back to that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, another 12. 1, 2. This doesn't feel right. And then what is this one? 1 victory point for every 3rd city in play. How many cities are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could have put down 1 more city on MarsBot. Didn't like what I was doing with all those pets. So that's only 2 victory points. Okay, and then we played with Prelude, and we took 12 generations. So this says MarsBot gets 1 victory point for every 6 mega credits. There were 96 mega credits. So that's going to be another 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then another 10. And so I've got this one won, it looks like, but I'll tell you another secret. I saw on the Board Game Geek forums there was a note from David Turtsey, who's also one of the designers of this game, and he said these extra resources here on the Colonies board, he meant to make them worth half a victory point each. But then he forgot to mention it to anybody and never put it in the rule book. So I think I'm going to score it that way anyway, but I'm going to take that to mean 1 victory point for every 2 resources. I'm not counting half resources. So what have we got? We've got 2, 6, 8, 12. So that's another 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I believe that's it. So a final score of 122 to 99. The narrator is victorious, and I am actually shocked, but also very pleased. That was pretty fun. So that did take a long time. It takes me a lot longer to play against the Automa than it does to just play the standard solo mode. I feel like it's a decent amount of overhead as you're playing. And for me, for most game modes, I don't really feel like it's worth it, but Colonies is probably the exception. That was more fun, but maybe the game just went my way a little bit better that time too. I can see if there's like a lot of power tags early and MarsBot gets that second trade fleet going, that could really be an issue. Or if you I happen to get a ton of energy production, but that's not always the case, and that would not be so fun to just get crushed on the trading. But anyway, this was a good time. I'm glad I got to do this. But yeah, I think the actual playtime was about 4.5 hours, which is a bit more than I usually like. So if there are specific requests for seeing the MarsBot on this channel, let me know. I do not have Venus Next or Turmoil, so don't request those because I don't have them. But if there's something you want to see, let me know. I will probably lose. This was sort of a fluke. This one was an outlier. But otherwise, I think most of my Terraforming Mars playthroughs are probably going to be the original solo mode. But who knows? There's probably going to be a mix. The only way to find out is to stick around, so make sure you subscribe, leave a like, share this video with somebody who might like it. You can always head over to my Ko-fi page as well, ko-fi. Link is in the description. You can throw me a couple dollars. It helps keep the channel running. It is very much appreciated. But let me know what you think in the comments. That is what I've got this time on Table for One. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you in the next video.